it's just as we feared. Dolph's got that grin, sharp teeth, oh my. Is he a dude or a beaver in a tie? It's Rigamarole, yeah, we're off the rails with Dolph and James telling quirky tales. Grab your seat, laugh and lose control. Life's a circus, welcome to Rigamarole. James keeps it steady, or at least he tries, while Dolph chews pencils and stares at the sky. We banter, we bicker, we're never polite, but we promise you folks it's a heck of a night. It's Rigamarole, yeah, we're off the rails with Dolph and James telling quirky tales. Grab your seat, laugh and lose control. Life's a circus, welcome to Rigamarole.
Hello, everybody. This is James from the Rigamarole podcast with Dolph and James. Like I said, I'm James. And that guy over there, he's Dolph.
I am Dolph.
So, yeah, hi.
James!
What?
Wait a minute. I got something I need to talk to you about.
Oh, is it important? Because I'm kind of doing something.
It's very important.
Oh, well, what is this very important thing you must tell me about?
Oh, the Rigamarole podcast with Dolph and James is now brought to you by jkdistro.com.
jkdistro.com?
jkdistro.com.
What is jkdistro.com?
I'm glad you asked. jkdistro.com is your number one source for any of your marijuana-esque related products.
Marijuana-esque related products?
They have what's called THCA.
Well, why don't you tell me what that is?
THCA is essentially THC that is legal in most states, but does the same thing.
Oh, wow.
It's not your Delta 8.
It's not?
It's not your Delta 9.
Son of a bitch.
It's not your Delta 10.
Okay.
It's THCA.
Which is not those other things.
It's not.
Woohoo!
It's wonderful. And you can go to jkdistro.com and select a variety of different products.
They have varieties, not just one thing?
Right.
Oh, wow. Variety is excellent.
They've got your flowers.
Oh,
They got moon rocks.
moon rocks.
They got dust.
I know what none of these things are, but they sound amazing.
They have edibles and gummies.
I know what those are. I'm a fat man.
They even have bones for your pets.
Give a dog a bone.
And watch them go to sleep.
Ooh.
So head on over to jkdistro.com, and for now you can use the promo code Rigamarole Podcast. Wrong, Rigamarole 20.
Rigamarole 20?
Rigamarole 20
Okay.
to get 20% off your order.
That's amazing.
jkdistro.com.
jkdistro.com. So, Vince.
No. Oh, man.
What?
I think I got hacked again.
Really?
Oh, Jesus.
You know, that wouldn't happen if you had a VPN.
Do you not have a VPN?
No, what's a VPN?
You need to get NordVPN.
Yeah, NordVPN.
What is that?
NordVPN protects you.
It's a VPN.
Yes.
Oh,
It protects you with your presence online, your digital presence, and all of your sensitive data.
Yeah.
From the malicious people out there that are trying to be malicious.
they're being malicious.
They're always being malicious.
I need it.
Protect yourself from maliciousness.
But where do I get it?
So you can go to nordvpn.com/RigaMarolePod
Oh.
to get 72% off NordVPN's 2-year plans plus up to 1 year for free, breaking it down from $11.59 a month to a mere $3.39 a month.
That's a lot of percent off.
That's like less than $4 a month. It's like $3.99.
That's less than a monster.
And it's $4 a month for your peace of mind, knowing that you're safe when you go online to do your online things.
That you may not want people to know about.
Yeah.
Not just that, but you know what the awesome other things you can do with a VPN?
What's that?
You can like change your location. Like
mean change my location?
It means like you can say, "Hey, I'm actually in England." So when you log into Netflix,
Yeah.
you log into England's
There are
Netflix.
so many shows that are in Australia's Netflix that I want to watch.
I didn't say Australia. I said England.
I
Pay
know, but
attention.
I'm
But
thinking
you
Australia.
can do Australia too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's an awesome thing you can do.
Yeah, I need this.
Yeah.
Yeah, send me that.
Go to nordvpn.com.
Okay.
But Rigamarole Pod, right?
That's it.
Yeah, I'm
Rigamarole
smart.
Pod.
Yeah.
Awesome. You guys are the best.
Rigamarole with the wild thing roll.
What's up? Just make sure the switch is working.
Rigmarole! Yeah, that's what I said.
We haven't had that one in a long time.
I know. It was just what was on my head.
Yeah. Welcome everybody to the Rigamarole podcast with Dolph and James.
That's right. I am still not Dolph.
I'm still
Okay.
not James.
And glad for that.
And actually, I have to kind of correct myself a little bit. Welcome to the 1-year anniversary episode of the Rigamarole podcast.
Wait a minute. It's our anniversary?
It is our 1-year anniversary from starting the podcast.
Sweetie.
Ah! No.
Oh,
No.
we need to have like a honeymoon.
We
We never went on one last time.
we don't need we don't need to.
But good things happen on those.
Like money?
It's sex.
I don't know about that.
That traditionally happens on honeymoons.
I'm good.
What, do you think I meant with you? Dude, what? Oh, God.
What the hell are you talking about?
I was just talking about sex. I didn't say nothing about with you.
Yes.
Is that really what came to your mind first?
Stop
That
it.
says a lot about you, sir.
Stop it.
My God.
You're gaslighting me and I don't like it.
I'm catfishing. Catfishing.
I
And
don't.
gaslighting. And gas fishing.
Gas fishing?
Uh-huh.
What the fuck is gas
Fish
fishing?
lighting.
Oh.
I don't know. Cat lighting or something. Lighting cats on fire.
Speaking of which.
Speaking of which.
No.
Okay.
I don't have anything there.
Okie dokie.
But what's going on, Mr. James?
Nothing much. I mean, you know, like we said last time, I was getting ready to have that one worked on, so I have.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm dealing.
How's it feeling?
It doesn't feel great. It's getting to that point now where, you know, I'm like more than halfway, but not quite. Maybe 2/3, maybe somewhere in there of the way through before it's time to get the stitches out. So that means they're starting to get tight, which means it's starting to get sore.
I
And
feel that.
it's just sore constantly. It's owie.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
No, it sucks.
Not at all.
And then if I take this off so I can like stretch out my arm and do all that stuff, you know, that feels good. But if I don't keep it in the sling, then I forget that it's hurting. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it's just a dull throb, and I forget about it, and then I'll go to pick up something or something. And I'm like, ah!
Don't be going, bruh.
Yeah.
Dude, there's been a lot of shit that's taken place over the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
Just in a
I mean, one really big thing, but I mean, there's definitely been a lot of shit.
I mean, there's been like a couple. I mean, well, yeah, one big thing, but like the Ukrainian woman on the bus.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
crazy.
It was. Not just. Oh damn, dude. I'll talk about that later. I just figured something out about that. That's kind of weird.
That sucked.
No. I mean, it did, but no.
I'm sorry.
I couldn't help find a connection between.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
Huh.
Oh, you were telling me before we get into the current events. You were telling me on the phone earlier that you had some kind of weird like nightmare.
I would prefer actually to get the current events out of the way first.
You want to get the current events?
Before we get to just our normal bullshit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I think that the normal. I mean, not that we haven't already joked around a little bit, but the current events take a little bit of a serious side.
They
and
do,
if we start our normal bullshit and just start talking and stuff,
insensitive.
well, I don't care. I don't care if it seems insensitive because we don't mean to be insensitive, and if you take it as insensitive, fuck you. Just straight up, I don't care. So the point is, no, it's not that. It's just that I have a feeling if we do that, it'll be hard to get back into our
Serious mode.
Yeah, and well, it'll be hard to get from the serious mode. But if we joke around, then we go into serious mode. It might be hard to get back to the messing around. So I figure we'll just get it out of the way first,
Okay.
and then we have time to get back to our stupid stuff because it might take a few minutes afterwards.
Okay. Well, yeah. I guess let's just dive into it.
So
I guess.
yes, there was the bus.
There was the bus where this Ukrainian woman was just chilling,
Just got off work. She's on her way home, still wearing her uniform and everything.
yeah, and like just some dude stabbed her in the neck,
Yeah.
and like and that's the crazy thing is like nobody helped, nobody noticed, nobody paid attention,
No provocation or anything.
yeah, it's ridiculous shit, dude. And then then Mr. Kirk,
Yep, Captain Kirk. What? Charlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, dude. That is beyond fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. I have multiple mixed emotions about that. Multiple.
My whole thing is like, okay, I'm not condoning murder in any way, shape, or form.
Absolutely.
But like, it's a little understandable if like, you know, somebody comes home and like catches their significant other cheating, and in the heat of rage they go after the person that their significant other was cheating on. That's one thing. It's not okay.
It's not okay, but it's understandable.
You can get behind the thought process.
Yeah, absolutely.
But killing somebody just because you disagree with what they have to say is fucking
I think
outlandish.
okay, but okay. Like I said, multiple thought processes.
Okay.
Because you know me, I do have a tendency. I try to look at everything from a lot of different perspectives.
Yeah.
I do. So, and again, this isn't trying to give any credit to the people who did this or anything like that. Okay, but
Oh God.
I think that it goes a little bit further than just doing it because of somebody's views. Because this is the difference, I think. If it was somebody who all he was doing was talking to people and going, "This is what I believe," that's one thing. When you get somebody who is going to colleges and he's talking to like college-aged people, mostly children or young adults at least,
Yeah, young adults.
that are in the sense that is where they are getting their whole mindset for the rest of their life and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So at least from that other perspective, I can understand it's not just somebody sharing their views. It's effectively indoctrinating an entire generation of people to a view that's different than yours.
And and I feel like
And again, that's not giving that excuse. I'm just saying I think it is a little bit more complex than just somebody sharing viewpoints.
And I don't feel like he was necessarily indoctrinating. What I do feel like he was doing was, and it's
now I'm not, and me, real quick, I'm sorry. I know I said that, but I'm not saying he was indoctrinating people. I'm just going from that other perspective. That I imagine that's probably more of the mindset.
Right. But I will say this. I mean, because he was very, very much a Christian man.
Yeah.
Part of his faith says that he needs to witness to people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and I think that he felt a responsibility to share his wisdom and share his, viewpoints with people. Whether and like he was always pretty respectful about it. Like
for the most part.
For the most part.
He wasn't Crowder.
No, not at all. But I mean, like, I mean, I feel like he was 31, right?
Yeah.
So in 4 more years, he could have ran for president.
Yeah.
And he probably would have.
And with how much he was getting the young crowd into the whole conservative mindset, there is a chance he potentially could have won.
Yeah, and I feel like that is another reason why.
I agree.
But it's still bullshit.
I do have to mention something about that I can't help it. It's just hilarious. There is something hilarious with all that.
What?
The bullets. The bullets are hilarious.
Weren't they engraved?
Yes, they were.
That's what I heard. I don't know what they're engraved with.
Okay.
We got dead shots in that shit?
No. Dude, it's hilarious.
Oh, okay.
I can't help it. It is.
Okay.
It's bad, but it's stupid, and it's hilarious. Okay, check it out. Initially, when the report of the bullets came out, Crowder was the first person that said anything because he said he had an N in the DOJ, and so he was saying they were engraved. And then all the people on the left were going, "That's bullshit! Just you're just saying that just because he said it." Turned out it was true.
Okay.
When they arrested the dude, they straight up read out what was on all of these bullets.
Oh my God.
Okay, now this is the thing. Almost all of the bullets, almost all of them were like references to things that are said in memes and especially in like the Helldivers video games. Okay? Which if you don't know, that's very much a kind of like an anti-fascist Starship Troopers type of universe.
Okay.
Okay? But like, in order to drop like whatever the 500 kiloton bomb on there, you have to. The code for that is like up, right, down, down, down.
Okay.
That was on one of the bullets.
That's stupid.
Hold on. They even did, the little anime faces that people do with emojis?
Yeah.
One of them had the OWO on it.
Oh my god.
Okay. One of them said, hey fascist, catch.
Wow.
Which again, that's a Helldivers thing. And the last one.
Oh god.
Not the one that shot him, but the last bullet. I died. I had to stop watching it. Are you ready?
Maybe.
Now I want you to understand this.
I'm good.
Dude that's reading this press conference, straight face, everybody around him. He's like, one bullet. He said, up arrow, an arrow facing right, and 3 arrows facing down. Next bullet has an OWO. Next bullet says, hey fascist, catch. Next bullet says this. And the final bullet says, if you read this, you are gay! Exclamation point.
That's
I swear, I'm not making any of that up. It's horrible, but God, is it hilarious.
oh my god.
They trolled the police, man. Absolutely trolled the police.
They knew he was getting caught.
If you read this, you're gay. Good God. You smiled. You didn't think you were going to.
I didn't think I was going to. I thought I could hold it in, but no.
Oh, did anybody else hear this yet? It's great. I can't help it. Okay, the whole thing's horrible. That's the only thing that I've really legitimately laughed at.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
It's funny.
It's funny.
It shouldn't be.
But it is.
Well,
My God.
yeah, dude.
Anyway. Sorry. Not trying to break the I know I did.
Yeah, and you had said like before we started,
But it goes with it.
I gotcha.
It has to go with it. Because it's the truth.
But no, it is a sad thing, just regardless.
Absolutely.
And yeah.
Well, and the thing is, again, if it was somebody who was okay, I said this the other day when this was going on. We were talking about I was talking to my girlfriend about the whole freedom of speech concept and everything.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing. Like, we always end with the don't be a Nazi.
Don't be a Nazi.
Don't. But the point is, okay, there are groups that are
Nazis.
that are 100% based around hate.
Yeah.
Type stuff, okay? But, and this isn't condoning anything, but as an example, if the Klan gets a license to hold a protest, okay?
Yeah.
And they are holding a peaceful protest, like they are, they can say they're bad shit, but if they are not actively hurting people
Or destroying property.
they are allowed to do that.
They are.
That is America. They are allowed to do it.
That's the whole point of America. It's
Right.
supposed to be.
And that's what I'm saying. They are allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of their own thing. You know what I mean? It's them appealing to them.
Yeah.
Would I have more of a problem? And this is just trying to be on all sides of this argument, okay? Now, would I have a problem if the Klan tried to hold one of those type of big rallies at a college and was trying to indoctrinate the students at the college?
It's interesting. I feel that.
Well, I'm not. Yeah, I know that it's a weird, tricky subject because you can say, well, technically, as long as they're not doing anything,
Yeah.
yes, they're allowed to. But would you have an issue with it?
Yes, I would. But see, this is the great thing again about America. I'm allowed to have an issue over anything I want.
Right.
What I do about it is what matters.
Yes.
So-
Absolutely.
And and
I'm
people,
just. I was just saying. I can understand people not liking him doing what he was
for
doing.
sure, absolutely.
I don't
he pushed
know
a lot of buttons.
Yeah, but I don't. Also don't like people calling him a provocateur because I don't think that was the intention.
Not at all.
Even if the tent says something like try to like the Crowder stuff, like to change my mind or all this type of stuff, because he still didn't go resort to name calling.
Not a bit.
And he had facts, regardless of if you agree with those facts. Which being that I said they're facts, that means there shouldn't be an argument. But depending on who you research, I can look up a study says one thing, you can look up a study on the same thing, it says another thing. Because if you agree a certain way, you are going to lean toward the studies that support your point of view.
True that.
He's going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
That's just it. So, but the point is, you know what I'm saying.
It's just stupid. I get what you're saying. I fully understand it. But again, it all comes down to everybody has the right to say what they want. Everyone has the right to feel whatever way about what people are saying and express that. But at the end of the day, we're not fucking animals. We need to stop acting like it.
I think people need to stop celebrating the death of a man.
That's fucking bullshit.
I did see a guy who he was finding people that were doing that were celebrating him.
Yeah.
And then he was making it he was making it his job to get a hold of those people's bosses and get them fired.
That's amazing.
For going onto social media and posting bad stuff about celebrating someone's death.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can't don't get me wrong. I like it. I kind of, but there's a part of me that goes, technically there's freedom of speech, and that shouldn't mean he should lose his job over it, but it goes back and forth. It's a really, really, really fine line. I don't like it, but
So I am a firm believer and supporter of freedom of speech. However, there are certain things that people say that as a human race as a whole, we all can agree shouldn't be said.
Yes.
And it just like whenever these certain things are said, it kind of shines a light on who that person is internally and like don't want to be around that kind of person.
How about
what I'm saying?
Yeah, but how about this, okay? There's another thing to that. I don't condone what happened whatsoever.
No.
Okay? And honestly, I don't condone... Like, I know there was something where, like, right after that, people were holding a vigil, and a guy walked through the vigil and said, "Fuck Charlie Kirk."
Yeah.
And everybody jumped that guy.
I don't agree with that either.
He definitely should not have done that.
No, he shouldn't have.
Okay,
he shouldn't
just
have been jumped for it.
respectfully. No. But in life, I will say this. There may be freedom of speech, but freedom of speech does not mean freedom from consequences.
No, that's very, very true.
It absolutely doesn't.
That's very, very true.
You can say whatever you want, but you know me. We've known each other a long time, and we both know there are certain things that we could say to each other that would get the other one to straight up punch the other one in the face.
Absolutely.
Without a question. Just immediately.
Absolutely. And if I like, okay, I get what you're saying. So it's kind of like the whole principle of, let's say that I had to walk home from work, and I got off work at like 2:00 in the morning.
And you got on a train?
Well, no.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
Let's say one day I didn't want to do my normal routine. I figured if I went down a series of alleys, I could cut my walk by like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
If I decide to do that and something bad happens to me,
that's on you.
It's not necessarily my fault, but I put myself in a situation to where I knew what kind of consequences could happen.
Yes.
So yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's all that is all I mean. I'm not condoning either one. I'm not saying the dude should have been jumped. Dumbass should have known better when a bunch of people are hurting and trying to have a vigil for a guy to go in and say some stupid shit.
Yeah.
It's like if you're going to a funeral for somebody in your family, even if it's somebody you didn't like too much, still family. You don't walk in there and say something shitty about the person that just died.
Absolutely not.
Most likely your uncle, your cousin, somebody is going to punch you in the mouth.
Yeah, and it's like going to let's say Harlem and like just shouting the N-word. You're gonna get what you get.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
whether it's right or not.
Violence is not condoned, but You kind of got to expect it.
Yeah,
And I am worried about that.
I am too.
Because, I mean, regardless of what anybody wants to think, everybody is completely entitled to their political opinions on stuff. I will not attack somebody for having a political opinion that is different than mine.
No.
I will not attack them. I will be more than happy to have a conversation with somebody and try to be as respectful as possible. I've just noticed that almost any time that I try to do that with somebody that's on the other side, they automatically get completely riled up and start yelling at me and cussing at me or calling me stuff or saying I'm not a good person or all this other crap.
You know,
I think it happens a lot more. I think from the left doing that to the right than the right doing that to the left.
So what I've noticed the biggest problem is when it comes to any kind of political debate, whether it's on a large scale or a small scale, like me and you sitting here having a debate, the biggest issue with debating is that most people who want to sit and argue and debate their political views with somebody is in the mindset of trying to change the other person's mind. And that should never, ever be the intention. The intention should be to express your point of view. That way, you know, the person you're talking to might not know that particular, some of these facts.
Which is technically trying to get them to change their mind a little bit.
I mean, yes and no, but it should be, the goal should be...
You're trying to teach.
To teach and to learn. Not just to teach, but
absolutely
to learn about the other side as well.
The person who is debating, and even if they're trying to teach the other person, they have to be just as willing to listen and learn what the other person is saying.
100%.
It has to be equal. Yeah, and if you're not doing that, then it's not genuine.
No, it's not. You know, this bullshit of, you know, I'm right, you're wrong. That's a piss poor way to look at the world.
I agree,
because I don't think one side is right and one side is wrong. I think one of these days, if we got our shit together and we took shit from all sides and mixed it together, we all got on the same page. It'd be a better world.
That's what I'm worried about right now. Is just that. Effectively, I believe they have turned this man into a martyr.
Oh, no, for 100%.
Okay, they have.
Happened.
You have a lot of people, especially on the right, that have felt like have been persecuted for a long time now by the liberal side.
Yeah.
And we've been called horrible people and murderers and just all this horrible shit for a long time. And in the last year or so, there has been a pushback on it.
Yeah.
And they think the world is going to shit, and I think it's been kind of leveling out just a little bit. And
not now.
No, not now. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah,
if they turn the guy into a martyr and we were already pushing back, I'm worried that there's going to be enough people that are just going to take that as, that's it. You know, gloves are off.
Yeah.
And they're going to start doing some really stupid shit. I'm worried about it. I am.
It may happen. I mean, it really may. I mean... That's
violence begets violence.
It does, you know, especially something like that, because that's a big thing. You know, people die every day. They do. People get murdered every day.
Yeah, but how
different.
Not just that, but how much of them is a decently public figure, and how many of their deaths immediately went viral on the internet,
and
where people didn't even want to see it, were just scrolling through, and all of a sudden there's blood spewing out on their phone.
Yeah, dude. Like, whenever I told you about my experience. I woke up that morning and I saw a thing. You know, that Charlie Kirk was shot and killed. I'm like, and you know how it is. Like today with social media,
don't believe it.
It's a hoax, and I'm like, oh, that's bullshit, whatever. And then I was on TikTok and I saw a picture of him, and it just said R.I.P. I'm like, let's double check just to make sure. And the whole time going, it's not true. And I saw it. I was like, fuck. That's when I had to do the whole deep dive. And I didn't want to see that video either. But
you did.
Yeah. Because normally they don't show that shit. But like, yeah, dude, it's fucking awful.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, either way, I guess the takeaway from all that is, even if you didn't like the guy or even if you didn't agree with him, you got to agree that it shouldn't have happened like that.
It should not have happened like that. And there's nothing cool, funny, or classy about celebrating the death of anybody for any reason.
Now, I do understand that.
Except Obama. No, shit.
What the- wait a minute, wait a minute.
Osama bin Laden.
Wait a minute. Wait
Hold
a
on.
minute.
My bad. Osama bin Laden. Oh my God.
There was a bee in there.
Okay.
Shit.
What did you do?
I'm sorry, Obama. That was not.
What did you do?
Mr. Obama, I am so sorry that no.
You have to do an impression now. Even if it's not a good one, you have to.
An impression of what?
Obama.
What?
Because you did it.
Listen here. So, I am not Osama bin Laden. I am Barack Obama.
I was born in America,
That's right.
not another country.
That's right. And I
You're
had
not
nothing to
condoning
do with
violence.
9/11.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
Not a thing. It's kind of like a
My
weird,
bad.
William Shatner type thing.
Yeah, a little bit.
With weird timings.
Very, very weird.
Whoa,
I'm sorry.
that was messed up.
Let's just hope that one doesn't get clipped.
That was. Oh, it'll get clipped.
That will get clipped.
You know how I know? Because you're going to be doing the clipping.
Yeah, it'll get clipped.
Anyway, my God, I know you didn't mean it, but that was funny.
That was awful. Part of me wants to edit this one. I'm not going to, but I want to. Shit.
Either way, shouldn't have happened.
No.
It's just sad. It's just bad.
Yeah.
So okay, well that's over with.
Yeah. What else has been going on?
I had weird dreams.
Yeah, dude, tell me about this shit.
Okay, like I said, it wasn't like a super scary dream, but it was creepy. Okay, so in this dream, I was told, it was like my girlfriend walked up to me in this dream when we were outside, and she was like, "So we can't live in the house anymore." I was like, "Okay, where are we gonna live?" And she was like, "In the garage. We have to live in the garage." And I was like, "Well, that's okay. The garage is humongous.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost bigger than the house. We'll do that." And then so we went to the garage, and the garage was not like our garage. Okay,
Right.
It looked like an abandoned school. It was humongous. Okay, it was called like something like it said like Sunnyside something on it.
Oh shit.
And so it had a name to it, which was weird as it was. And so we walked in here, and this looked kind of like a full-on like abandoned office space. Like there was, you know, a couple like cubicle type things over in the corner. There was like dilapidated looking stuff, like windows, yeah, that one's open. So there was like, you know, like ripped curtains in front of some windows, you know, just very dilapidated looking.
Right.
But it had like some easy chairs and stuff like that. And there was a bed over in the corner. And I was like, okay, I can make this work.
Yeah.
And I opened a door that went to this other room. And first off, there was a shitload of cats.
Oh god.
Now, it was in the dream, I said it was one of our cats that we used to have, even though it was not that cat. It did not look like that cat. But it was like that. But I said it was. I think I said, "Oh, it's Socks." It wasn't Socks, but I said it was. And Socks had like 18 babies
Oh good god.
that she was trying to feed. And besides that, there was also like 3 more humongous cats that were in here. There was like 2 orange ones and 1 calico that were like almost mountain lion size, even though they were just standard cats. But they looked, you know, those cats that you see that are like the homeless cats that have their fur completely like matted and just look like they smell horrible and are covered in piss.
Yep.
They looked like that. All of these
God.
cats. And I could smell it. And I was like, ugh, no, that's not cool.
Oh Jesus Christ.
So then I went right back out of that room, and I was like, "There's cats in there, and they look horrible." And she was like, "Cats?" And she walked in, and she was like, "Oh," and she was just loving on them. And I'm like, "No, we're not keeping cats. No, all these cats have to go." And she's like, "You can't throw the babies out." And she's doing all that, and I was like, "No, just no." And then I turned around, and there were these 2 dogs. Now these dogs, the best way I can describe them was they looked kind of like greyhounds.
Okay.
Okay. Except at first, they looked like normal dogs, and then when they lifted their little like jowl thingies at the side, you know, like dogs do when they do that weird smile looking thing.
Yeah.
When they did that and their jowls went up, they had a full other dog head inside of that dog's mouth.
Oh God.
Okay, and it like went to yawn, and when it did that, you could see this entire other head inside of the mouth.
That's awful.
Okay, and it was like they were gray dogs, but the head inside was brown. It was like a brown dog, but like its eyes were closed because it was like the inside dog was dead, and it was like covered with like spit.
That's
And
awful.
Yeah, and I was like, "Ah!" I was like, what's going on in this place? And then, I was like, look at the dogs. And I turned around to her. I was like, seriously, look at this. And she's like, oh, it's just a little puppy. And I was like, no, it's not. Look. And then when I looked, then they had changed. They were pretty much the same, except this time, instead of the head being inside the head, it was kind of like the second head was resting on top of the bottom head.
Oh God.
Okay? But the bottom head had its eyes open and could move its mouth and do all that stuff, and the top head was dead. So like it was opening its mouth and like licking and doing all this stuff while there's dead dog head on top of dog head.
That's
like
weird, dude.
Attached together. Fucked up. And she's just petting him, just like, oh, it's your puppy. And I'm like, no, it's not. And then I looked down, and there was this thing. It looked like a rock. It was like dinner plate size. It was like big. And I was like, did that just move?
Oh no.
Did that rock move?
Oh
and,
no.
and shined a light on it. Wasn't a rock. It was a frog.
I thought you were going to say it was a rock. Lobster.
It was a frog. It was like a slightly bigger than dinner plate size frog.
Right.
Okay? And I was like, that's a fucking frog. That's a big frog. What's going on with this place? And then next to it, I was like, there's another one. There was two of them.
Were you like playing Animal Crossing or something before bed?
No, nothing like this. So then I looked, and it turned out it wasn't just two, there was three. Okay, there were three of these big, like, humongous frogs. Grandma candy?
I didn't mean to bite it.
But you did.
Oh my God.
Anyway, okay. So these three humongous frogs, and she was like, oh, look at the frogs. They're cool. I was like, they're not cool. That's scary. They're humongous. I don't know where this came in. But you know that kid on Animaniacs that would walk out and just go, today I was going this and this happened, and blah, 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 and he told a really stupid story, and he's like, that's it, and then he turned around and walked back in the house.
Yeah.
Kid that looked almost exactly like him just walked in the door, stepped on one of these frogs,
Oh God.
and when it happened, it just went everywhere,
Oh God.
and he was like, sorry, and turned around and left. Never seen the kid again.
The fuck
He was
is
just
wrong with
just
you?
in there for just to step on this frog and disappeared, and I was going, who the fuck was that? And then she decided to go to the bathroom.
And just leave you there by yourself?
Yeah. And I was like, and the dog, nothing was bothering me. You know what I mean? They were just there. And I was like, I can't live like this.
No.
This is insane. So I seen this big easy chair and I sat down in it.
Oh God.
And then I heard this weird noise and I looked over. And the frogs, the two remaining frogs, had stood up on their hind legs.
Oh God.
Because of the fact that they were this big when they stood up, they were like yay tall.
Yeah.
They were like humongous. Walking around Kermit the Frog style.
Nice.
On two legs. Not saying anything. It was like the side of the left side of their mouth was like drooping down really low. And they're like, just walking around on two legs. And I was just like, no. No. And then I turned over to look at the dogs because they made a noise. And then I felt something. And I looked down, and one of those frogs was like standing in front of me.
Oh God.
Like between my legs with its tongue like hitting my junk. Just going, wow. Wow.
God.
just tapping. You know what I mean? And I was just like, I think it's because, like I said, I fell asleep and that cat was between my legs, so he probably like reached out and smacked me or something.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Candy! And she was like, is this about the frogs again? And I was like, yes! Come out here! And she was like, I'm still pooping. And I was like, no, this is not happening. We're not doing this. We're leaving now. And she wouldn't come out. And by the time she did, the frog had stopped that, but they were still walking around on 2 legs. And I was like, what do you say about that? And she's like, we're talented frogs. And I was like, no. Okay, now this is, and then I woke up. So I was laying in the bed. And I was like, oh God. Okay, still in the house. No frogs. No weird dogs. No cats. Okay, everything's fine. And she woke up and she was like, what's wrong? And I told her about the dream. And she was like, well, that sucks. Don't worry. We won't ever have to deal with that. And then all of a sudden, I wasn't in the bed anymore. I was in the car. And she was like, don't worry. We won't ever have to deal with that. And she pulled up to the fucking garage that said Sunnyside something and walked right in. And I could see through the door the fucking dogs and the frogs and the cats. And they were all here. And she was just like, my babies. Oh my God. And that's when I actually woke up in the bed. And her going, what the hell? Because apparently I punched her in the butt when I woke up going, ah! Damn.
I have to ask you a question, James.
Yes.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Now, I told you, it wasn't particularly scary. It was just creepy as shit.
That's creepy.
And I couldn't go back to sleep after that.
I don't blame you. Oh, damn. We should go to the creek sometime.
Holy
Frog
God.
hunting.
Maybe.
I'm joking.
Oh, no, I'm okay with frogs. I don't know. I really don't know anything about it other than...
Where did it come from, dude?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Oh,
I mean, I've had some pretty weird ones, man, but they usually don't involve animals.
oh.
Dude, I have no idea.
Yeah.
All I know is it was not cool.
That's not cool.
I mean, I'm trying to describe it the best I can, but I don't think I did it justice.
I think you did.
I don't know if I did.
You painted a picture. I definitely could see what was going on, and I didn't like it.
Ugh.
So yeah, it's
I
probably way
don't think
worse
you
for
would have liked it, dude.
No.
There's a part of me... I wish you could share dreams with somebody sometimes.
Dude,
if you had the option.
I have been saying that for years.
Just so you can go, you
fucking
don't
cool.
understand.
Yeah.
Watch this. See what you think. That way they can come out scarred too.
Yeah, if there was like some kind of like device you could wear, like when you went to bed, that would record your dreams, then you could wake up and like rewatch them and like watch with other people.
Yeah, I'd like to know in my complete awakeness and everything if I would still think it was quite as bad as it was at that time.
Yeah.
I think I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, I try to describe these dogs, but it was fucked, man.
It sounds pretty fucked.
It was.
It doesn't sound good at all.
They were really nice.
I mean, that's good.
Nothing tried to hurt me. I think the frog just wanted attention. I think its tongue was just hanging out.
I think the frog wanted something else, buddy.
Maybe, but I mean, it didn't try anything. It was just, I think it was just standing there and it was kind of like pendulum them. You know what I mean? Like, brain dead, humongous Kermit the Frog type things.
That's
what you're
fucking
into,
terrible.
Dad.
I am not into that.
Huh?
She said, if that's what you're into, Dad.
I mean, no judgment here, dude. It's a judgment-free zone.
The hell it is.
Freedom of speech, James.
Either way, dude.
That's crazy. That's
My
funny.
God. It wasn't cool, dude, at all.
No, it doesn't sound cool.
Oh. It was bad. So, the rest of this day should be fun and entertaining.
I think so as well. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day.
Yeah, so after we get done with this podcast, the next act of business is something that has been talked about on this podcast
A couple of times, yeah.
But we are finally actually both of the things we've talked about on the podcast.
Yeah.
But we are finally doing things that we talked about before.
We are finally starting the big Marvel Universe overdub project.
That's right.
I'm excited.
We're starting that, and then after that, we are starting our trial runs of our Power Ranger pen and paper game.
Yeah, James homebrewed it, and I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work pretty well. It'd be fun to try.
Well, you can
regardless.
tell. I mean, I put a decent amount of work into stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm excited to see how it goes.
I am too. I think it'll be fun.
I'm just hoping that everybody can really grasp this teamwork ideal.
I think the only person who's going to have a slight issue is Nick.
Well, like I said, with these jobs, I gave 9. I figured if there are 4 or 5 people playing, that still leaves ones that will not be picked.
Yeah.
But that gives people enough. I think it gives people enough options they can go, what works well with each other. Because, like an example, and this is just a little thing, like my medic role, I said that technically their healing takes a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So they can be interrupted. And if they get interrupted, they can't be healed. But if you use your little guard guy, then technically they can jump in front of attack and attempt to save, and they can take an attack for somebody else.
That's right.
So those two work together well.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's seeing whatever this team dynamic is going to be and what people choose.
So, is it going to be random, like who gets what Ranger?
I don't know that at first. I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, if you all can figure it out, if you all can decide on that, I would be more than happy to let that be the case.
Okay, we can try that.
But if for some reason people are arguing and going, I really want to do that one, but I want to do that one, but I want to do that one, then we'll. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out, because even that is against the core concept of it.
Well, yeah.
So if people get like that, that kind of gives me
Bad vibes.
it worries me about the entire game. People need to be able to make compromises. The thing is, even if you don't get to be like, just say the brown one to begin with, like you said, even if you didn't start the brown one, you're going to get to play as the brown one.
Absolutely.
So there's no point in being a stickler about, I want to play with the brown one right now.
Yeah. Let me be the brown one.
Let me be the brown.
Yeah, I had like a weird hiccup.
I
there.
know.
I'm sorry. But no. Yeah, dude. I think overall this day is going to be busy. But I think it's going to be a good time all around.
I hope so.
I think it will be.
I really hope so.
I think it will be. Oh, and by the way, everybody watching out there,
We are not.
this episode of Rigamarole Podcast was not brought to you by these nuts.
It was not. We'd like it to be,
We would like it to be.
but it was not.
It was not.
She doesn't like us.
Yeah, Mrs. D still has not sponsored us, or even replied to any of my voicemails or emails. So
Well, I mean, I guess they started talking. I guess they started watching stuff and going, they want to kill Obama. And what?
don't want to kill Obama.
I know.
Osama.
You shouldn't want to wish death on anyone.
Well, no, I know. I'm just saying,
I know.
killed a lot of people.
He did.
Yeah.
I know. I just wanted to give you a little hell.
You did.
Well, you were giving me crap about my dream.
Not really.
Not really too much. No, I was going to say my daughter over here was giving me more hell than you were, but you jumped right in with it.
A little bit.
That's okay though.
No judgment.
Bullshit. I know how this works.
Do you know how this works?
We say no judgment, and then there's plenty of judgment.
There's a lot of judgments.
For fun.
That's right.
Well, yeah.
So how was it driving here today?
I take it out of the sling to drive just because in case I need to, use my other hand to help with getting the wheel spun.
Well, it wasn't too bad, like pain wise.
It wasn't fun, but I mean I can do it.
Okay, that's good. How was traffic?
I stopped by Milton before I came, and that sucks because they're doing a whole lot of construction downtown in Madison.
Yeah, I got you.
But
Is that bridge down there still like real narrow?
no, they dropped that thing in the river and put a new one up years ago.
That's good. That's good.
I mean years and years ago.
That thing sucked.
Oh yeah, I hated that
it.
thing.
And it was just never fun driving down that, especially when other cars were coming, especially vans.
Dude, I mean, it's been
Minivans.
every bit of like 9-10 years or so. I mean, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
I heard you.
What else?
Minivans. I heard it. Judgment free my ass.
It is judgment free.
Next thing you're gonna say is it's a dragon free bridge.
No. Look, dude. Look, if you want to drive your minivan to the Dragon Park and fly on a dragon,
That sounds awesome.
while a giant frog is licking your balls.
Oh God,
That's all you, buddy.
that every part of that except for the frog bit sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah.
If I could drive to the dragon park and fly on the back of a dragon and get my balls licked, but not by a frog, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Yeah, yeah, you like your balls licked.
I'm talking about flying on the dragon.
Oh, okay.
But that'll never happen because dragons ain't real.
No, except for the last part. So you know
That's
that.
enough from the peanut gallery.
The what gallery?
Penis.
Good Lord.
Freedom?
But yeah. Oh, man.
When is it okay to start making jokes about the bad stuff?
Oh, God, dude.
I'm not gonna.
Do you already have some in mind?
That's
the question.
I had one that just popped up.
Oh,
Oh,
God. No, James. This is way too soon.
I had one. I can't help it. You know how that works. Even if you know you shouldn't, occasionally something pops up.
You're like, that's horrible. That's kind of funny.
What is it?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
I was gonna say they say that freedom cost $1.05 when it actually cost a 30-06. Wait a minute.
Was it okay?
That made it a little better.
Yes, it was a 30-06.
Oh, I was aware.
I can't help it, dude. You know how my head works, especially when it comes to like stuff that really bothers me. I have to make a joke about it because it's kind of how I deal with shit. It's not that I mean any disrespect toward anybody, and I understand there's some people that get rather upset about it, but just know that's my way of coping. Okay, even when my mom passed away back in May, I had to make some jokes.
I understand.
I had to, and I think she would have laughed at it too.
Damn.
And look, if there's one thing I can say about Charlie, when they started that new season of South Park this time,
he was all about
you've seen his reaction to them parodying him.
He thought it was funny as hell.
Yeah, he thought it was great.
Oh, yeah.
No.
And if that's the case, and he can take a joke about himself, then I don't think he'd be that upset about it.
Yeah, I guess so.
But my apologies to anybody who that might thoroughly offend, because that's not the purpose. It's to help me grieve a little bit because I'm upset about the whole thing, and it helps.
Buck over. Freedom comes to buck over. I'm sorry. You got that song stuck in my head now.
Oh, you're right.
Freedom isn't free.
It comes to have to fucking feel. That's right.
But if we out here been on our buck 05. Wait, if we don't all chip in our buck 05, who will?
That's right.
That's funny.
Either way,
Damn, dude.
it helps.
Okay.
It helps me.
Hey, that's all that matters. I know you don't mean nothing by it. A lot of other people are going to be like, oh, that man's talking outside of his neck.
If it's somebody,
Oh.
anyway, you already made that joke.
I did.
So I know I don't know if I remember if we talked about it last time, but you tried your hand at playing a horror game the last time we got together.
It was fantastic. It was great.
Yeah, it was the Quarry,
Yeah, the Quarry.
and you got into it.
I did.
I remember
very much.
you didn't think you were going to.
No, I didn't. But
You were just like,
no.
oh, this guy, and then you started watching it, and all of a sudden you could tell, like you could see when you're like, okay,
No, it was good.
I
I was
invested.
thinking about that earlier too. The game. I couldn't remember what it was called.
You're like, I'm invested now,
Definitely.
and you only played to the opening to the title screen.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I will be finishing that game at some point. I definitely will. It was very. It pulled me in.
Yeah, and you didn't even meet the main people yet, because that was just kind of like the intro.
That's cool.
I mean, you didn't even get to meet David Arquette or the Brenda Song or all those people yet.
I forgot. Yeah, they're in there.
Mm-hmm.
They're in there.
And Justice Smith, a couple other people.
That's a very generic name.
Have you? I haven't watched it yet. But did you know? Joe Rogan just had Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
I gotta see it.
Well, look, this is all I got to say about that.
Oh shit!
I started watching it. I watched like the first 5 minutes of it,
Really?
and I went into. I had to go into physical therapy.
Oh, gotcha.
And when I came back out, by the time I came back out, that had just released that morning, which was the day after the whole Charlie Kirk thing.
Yeah.
But they filmed it during all of that.
Oh shit!
So there's already like a 10-minute clip from that episode of Charlie Sheen where they were learning that as they were filming.
Oh,
And so they talked about it. Charlie Sheen was very, very eloquent talking about the entire situation.
I mean, I would imagine so.
Yeah, but it's hard because I guess two things pop to mind immediately when I start thinking of Charlie Sheen.
Tiger Blood.
It is originally the first thing that pops into my head is Topper Harley.
Okay.
I just immediately go to Hot Shots or Hot Shots Part 2. I like both of them.
Yeah.
But I immediately go to that.
The chicken.
Yeah. But either way, I immediately go to Hot Shots when I think of Charlie Sheen. After that, it goes to crazy coked up, crazy, I have AIDS, I'm doing everybody, I do all kinds of drugs.
I'm a sorcerer with Tiger Blood.
Yeah.
And I'm winning.
Yeah. And so seeing him now,
oh yeah, he's normal.
That he's calm and like introspective and everything, it's weird.
Well, I've seen that side of him a couple times, like back in the day. He used to. He went on a talk show years and years ago, and was talking about the whole 9/11 stuff.
Yeah,
and he was very articulate about it.
Well, like I've seen it a few times, but I've never. That's not what I think of. So when I do see it, it's still automatically just something's weird here.
I mean.
And it's also weird to see somebody in Hollywood that's not immediately jumping on the left side.
Yeah.
Because the vast majority of them do.
Yeah, Jim Carrey. No, I wasn't going to say, I mean, in his defense, like whenever he was going through his shit phase, in his defense, the man was making $1 million per episode.
Oh, yeah.
I
probably if that was the case, and I was on a sitcom thing like that, and I was making that much money, I think strippers and cocaine would probably be the least of my issues.
Yeah. Yeah, you're making that much money, and you're in you're in an environment where parties are just everywhere all the time, and you've got money, and it's gonna be hard not to.
Yeah. Hard.
Boy,
getting jiggy with it.
No.
Frog.
No. What is that?
I don't know. I forgot that was there.
Frog.
What's the other one? No.
Jiggy with it. Hell yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Oh.
So what else has been going on?
Man, really not too much of...
You fixed your toilet.
I did fix the toilet.
Uh-huh.
I had to fix the stairs.
You did. I noticed.
I was going to say, yeah.
I looked at it and I went, am I going to step on this?
Yeah,
and then I tested it and I was like, yeah, that's good.
Okay. Oh, yeah. It's real good.
This time.
Yeah.
Oh, you have no idea. The last time it like full on broke on me.
Yeah.
I almost ate it.
I am glad I was not here.
I stepped on the step and it like collapsed on me. I almost like ate the porch.
Don't eat the porch. It's wood. My
Yeah,
porch.
it's your porch.
It's my porch.
That's right.
Oh, baby.
If anybody,
It's his for you.
If anyone's gonna eat the porch, it's gonna be me.
the Brown Ranger with the Beaver Zord.
I think I
It's,
know
I
what you
mean, it's not a Power Ranger song, but it's close.
That's funny.
It is close. Straight up Zelda shit.
Yeah,
I told you, dude.
yeah. I see it.
It gets so much more than this though. Like
He's watching his son play Deltarune.
yeah, and if you could hear the music that's being played on this overworld map, yeah, it's dead up Zelda.
That's fine.
I'm just telling you.
Oh. I just last night I figured I just finally started Undertale.
Oh yeah.
Worth it.
I'm attempting
good.
again not to kill anything.
Yeah. You're playing the passive mode.
Well, they said that I did read something beforehand that it said it recommends doing that one first, just because they said that if you do kill stuff and get the other endings, that it can like taint your next save files.
Yeah.
And so it'd be better if you want to see the real shit, you just need to do that first, and then go back and play through it again.
It's got a decent little story, man.
Well, to tell you the truth, I had started it once before, but then I got sidetracked, so
Yeah.
I just never went back to it. And this time I just started over and went, okay, I'm going to try this.
Yeah.
Of course, at that time, I didn't know. That was when it first came out, and I didn't know anything about, trying not to kill stuff and doing all this stuff. So,
Yeah.
This time and it's been good so far.
Just don't try to name your character Gaster.
Okay.
It'll crash your game.
Well, I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to do that, because I'm stuck into that Hollow Knight Silk Song right now.
Hollow Knight.
I don't know.
Hollow Knight's cool.
It's hard.
I mean, I don't want to play it. I like watching it played.
It's got a weird vibe to it. Like the atmosphere is great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I started playing Silk Song, and that game's hard. Like they've already nerfed it once because people were complaining that it's too hard.
See, that's bullshit, dude. And I know we were talking about this earlier today, not on the podcast, but video games back in our day were fucking brutally hard.
Okay, the only thing I will say about that is that what they initially nerfed, okay, with this last thing, what they did was they made 2 of the early game bosses just a little bit easier. And what I mean by that, they didn't change their attack patterns really or anything. They just, on Hollow Knight, when you're playing through that, until you get like 3/4 of the way through the game, if you get hit, everything does 1 damage.
Okay.
And once you get like 3/4 of the way through the game, you start running into shit that if it hits you, takes away 2 damage.
Okay.
I think that's completely understandable.
Mm-hmm.
On Silk Song, there's a bunch of shit in the very beginning of the game that's taken away 2 damage, and you only have 5. And it gets hard.
Get good.
I did.
I'm just
See, this was what I'm going to say. Apparently, the game is broke down into like 3 acts. I just got to Act 2, and right after I got to Act 2, they sent out the update that changed all the shit. But all the changes that they did were to make Act 1 just a little bit easier.
But I want you to I just really think about this, because I'm not a big gamer, so I can like look at it like completely from the outside. The fact that people can bitch and make a video game company change their video game is fucking nuts.
I agree. Can I counter that slightly?
You can.
I can attempt at least. And it's not saying you have to agree with this.
No, yeah.
But the only thing with that is that, if you, especially, maybe it might be different with this just because people have waited like, I think it was like 8-9 years for this game now. It's been a good while. And with that, they didn't make them change it. There were a bunch of people that were outspoken on the thing and just said, could you at least look into this? Maybe see if you can, augment stuff just a little bit. And the thing is, the vast majority of game companies, after their game comes out, they do see, they can tell with all the analytics. They see where people stop. They see how hard people are having trouble with shit. And, not just that, but if they see little problems or something that they think will make the game better, they will update their game.
And
They just will.
And I get that. I do. And
Especially with this, there's one thing. Most games, when they come out, they have these humongous teams of people that are working on them.
yeah.
And they still have a very short bit of actual play testers. And if they're people that help make the game, they are naturally going to be just adept at the shit.
They should be.
I agree. They should be. And then after that, they'll do like little short play tests for like, reviewers and shit like that before it comes out to the public.
Yeah.
And that's so they can make adjustments and stuff like that. With
Right.
this particular game, number one, 4 people.
Okay.
That's why it took that fucking long to make it. 4 people, and they refused to send out any review copies to anybody.
Oh, shit.
That way everybody was on the same level playing field. So they needed to get this data back to see if they needed to make adjustments.
Okay.
So it's not, I don't think it's quite as bad as that.
And I get that, and that makes sense. And I hate to bring the conversation back to this point, because I seem to get this way sometimes. I just hate the fact that we live in a world where people can bitch and they get catered to. Like, and I don't know if you remember this or not, and I don't remember if it was 2019 or 2020. It was one of those Kentucky Derbies.
Okay.
And I don't know if you remember this or not. But in the Kentucky Derby, from like, I know you're probably not like real big on it, but like a normal part of fucking horse racing is when they're going around curves, horses bump into each other.
I know what, yeah, I remember, yeah, I know.
And the fucking dude bitch was like, that horse bumped into me, that's why he won, that's why I didn't win, blah, blah, blah. And they fucking, they changed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking stupid.
I agree. But on the opposite side of that, I know you say you didn't watch them, but on the opposite side of that, those people tried to make that live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie.
Oh, good God.
And you've seen it.
I did.
He looked wrong. It was ugly. I would have had a hard time watching that movie. I would have. Because of the way it looked.
It looked like fucking
And because people went...
Witch Edition Sonic.
Yes, and because people went, bad, fix this shit. No, do it right. They postponed the release date, and they went back and they fixed it.
Okay.
And he looks so much better.
Then where's my fucking live action Dragonball movie? Because everybody bitched about that. It's like, no, you did it wrong. You did blah, 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 blah. It's fucked up.
We've had this conversation.
I'm just saying, where's my movie? Why don't I get catered to?
Okay. I have what I believe is the answer for that.
Okay.
When it comes to something like Sonic, now it changed a little bit as the movies went on, because like by the time you get to the third one, they're like embracing the ridiculousness more.
Right.
But when you get to the first one, it is still like, it starts out and it's like Sonic in Sonic's world, and then he goes through a portal, and all of a sudden he's in like just regular human shit.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, fish out of water type stories. He doesn't seem like he belongs there. And
He doesn't.
Right. You're right. But this is the thing. It is easier for a vast majority of a crowd, if they don't know anything about the lore or anything like that, to try to do that. Okay? People accept it more.
Okay.
I'm not talking about fans. I'm just talking about the general public. Okay? That's kind of like, why when they made that Mortal Kombat movie, the last one, they went with like the Cole Young type thing. They made an original character. That way, while people could explain stuff to him, they didn't have to give just straight up exposition dumps the entire time.
Right.
I mean, they were, but they were doing it in a way that it's not just them saying it to people that should already know this information.
True.
They do that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why a lot of times they get rid of a lot of those fantastical aspects. And most of the time, I can understand why they do it. Not saying I agree with it, but I understand why they do it.
Mm-hmm. They don't do it all the time. A perfect example of that was Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
They went full in on that idea of there are Pokemon and they live in this world and people live, side by side with them. And it worked great.
Still haven't watched it yet.
You should.
It's surprisingly good.
Even if you have a feeling that you won't, or that you're iffy on it, or you won't like it, just remember. Okay, then this is the open. But either way, just remember.
Yeah,
it's still Ryan Reynolds.
True,
and it's Ryan Reynolds being Ryan Reynolds as a Pikachu.
That's funny,
and it's funny. It is, and it's good. But the point is, okay, that
well seasoned.
Yes. So, I think that's why they haven't really done Dragon Ball. Because I think initially when they did that, like, I know that guy said that he just didn't care and he didn't really watch the stuff and he was just trying to make a movie.
Yeah.
But the problem is when people try to be too close to that, a lot of times the producers and shit like that will jump in there. They jump in front of the creative process because they say, the vast majority of the crowd isn't going to accept this. Just the people that watch this are going to be okay with it. No one else is going to accept that thing. And I believe that we have said multiple times, and I will go back to it, unless you get an entire team that is willing to accept that the Dragon Ball world is ran by a dog. That is just, that King Furry is the king of the world.
Yes.
Unless you are willing to accept that this world has a dog for a king, and there are like dinosaurs that are just randomly walking around,
giant fucking fish.
Unless you are willing to accept all of that without question, you will not be able to do it correctly. Because you will not get the essence of what it actually is.
True. I'll give you that. I still feel like they could modernize it a little bit.
They could.
And it could still be good.
They could.
They won't.
Well, the other problem with that is because, and you know this, the vast majority, I would say more than half of the people who say they are fans of Dragon Ball are not fans of Dragon Ball. They are fans of Z.
True.
The vast majority of Dragon Ball fans have not watched Dragon Ball.
True.
And with that, they don't understand their series.
Yeah.
They don't. They have an idea, but they don't really understand the series.
Yeah.
And if you do that, I have a feeling that if they tried to do the movie, they'd probably jump right into that. Because it would be easier for them to get adults than it would be to try to find like a kid Goku and to go at it like that. Yeah. But that's what they need to do if they're going to do it right.
I agree with that.
Even if they try to condense down Dragon Ball into one movie, even if they did that, even if you just like skipped over a few of the arcs and made them into like montage type things,
yeah.
Like if you wanted to condense the whole Red Ribbon Army saga down into just like a 2-minute montage,
yeah,
I can deal with that.
Yeah,
except for the fight with Tao Pai Pai, that still has to be there.
Yeah,
but not the point. You would have to have a Dragon Ball movie because people would have to. I don't care what anybody says. For the people who have not seen Dragon Ball, they do not get the significance or the same feeling when Raditz fucking comes down.
Oh, I know, dude.
Raditz is the first guy, and everybody makes a joke because of how weak he is and everything else. No,
he fucking just dog walked Goku like
Goku and Piccolo were the two strongest people on the planet. You have spent that long watching them get that strong, and don't fuck with them. Mm-hmm. And this one guy comes down and just dog walks him, like you said. And Goku dies, and you're like, I just watched all these episodes of this kid growing up, and now not only did he get beat, but he's dead.
Yeah, he fucking died.
And this dude just showed up out of nowhere, and he was stronger than him. Dude ended up dead, and then right before he died, he pretty much says, oh, and by the way, there's 2 more that are coming that are a lot more powerful in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, peace out, bitches.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, but I've watched that so many times before I actually watched Dragon Ball.
Same.
And it never had an impact.
No.
And then I watched Dragon Ball, and when I finally watched Dragon Ball, immediately after I finished it, I went, I'm going to watch Z again. Complete change.
Yeah.
Everything meant so much more.
Yeah.
When
Way
it got to the androids and they started talking about the Red Ribbon Army again, I was like, just everything.
Yeah.
Got to that end scene with Boo where he's going, share your energy, and it's showing Ader and Rayleigh, and it's just showing everybody, Nom, Devilman, just the Mummy, just 17, holding up the poachers with a gun. That way they would hold up their hands and give the energy.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, everything is so much better now.
Yeah, I agree.
Everything.
I completely agree, dude. The whole Dragon Ball series, Dragon Ball Z, and Daima are great. They're just fantastic.
Yeah, I noticed the lack of GT or Super there.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You know how I feel.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because the thing that you like about the one of the things you like about Daima is the only really good thing about GT.
Yeah, 4.
That's right.
That's fair.
I mean, fucking Vegeta 3. I
always liked the attitude of 4 because he was just ruthless.
Same, and I've never particularly liked 3, but seeing Vegeta get it and like finally have it on screen.
Yeah.
Because he got fucked out of that.
Yeah.
He did.
But that fight was good. I remember showing you that.
Oh my god. It was fantastic.
It is. Yeah. I like Daima. I don't care what anybody says.
Daima's great, dude.
Yeah, it's funny because you call Super like the fan service show. I think that's Daima more than anything.
In a sense,
I think it's
I can agree with that.
I think Daima more than Super in that regard. But I'm not declining what you say about Super.
Yeah.
I think I don't completely agree, but I still think there is a lot of merit to that mindset.
You know, and I hate that I feel that way, dude, because I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan just in general. And I want to like all of their content. I really do. And like I said, I can watch Super and be okay and be happy. I just have to put myself in a different mindset before I do it.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Well, didn't I tell you that's how I felt about the whole 4 thing in Daima?
Yeah.
Also, that's pretty much exactly what I said, too. I was just hoping they would explain it.
I'm glad they did.
I was hoping, and then they didn't, and I went, that was Toriyama's last fucking middle finger to everybody.
That's what it was.
And I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But I had to put myself in a slightly different mindset where I go, it doesn't make sense, but I don't care.
Right.
Because it was good. It was cool. And it made me happy.
It did make sense.
I just personally, I like I said, we disagree on Super. I think that makes a lot more sense than you do.
I think,
but I do agree there are a lot of aspects to it that are straight up just pandering.
I think Battle of Gods is fantastic in every way. I think Return of F is great.
Resurrection?
Too. Yeah, Resurrection F. It's fantastic. Then when it started getting into the tournaments and shit, no. Just no. And I have a problem with Xeno. I have a major problem with Xeno.
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
I don't remember, but
I don't feel like if there really is an Omni King,
that he would have allowed a lot of stuff.
Well, no. He can allow
what?
whatever the fuck he wants. There shouldn't be 2 of him.
There wasn't, but you're right.
There shouldn't be. He should be. The definition of Omni is everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're everywhere, nowhere, you see everything and nothing, all at the same time, then it doesn't matter like what timeline it is. There's one of you. You see all the timelines. You can move through the timelines, but there's only one of you. That's how I look at it.
Makes sense. It does.
Yeah.
I don't really have an issue with it, but I understand your issue.
It's a big issue. I'm gonna bitch and see if I can change it.
That's okay.
So, yeah.
I only had one really, really big problem with Super.
What's that?
The spirit sword.
Goku Black.
Trunks putting a spirit bomb basically inside of the sword.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Fuck that.
That was dumb. And like, where did fucking Trunks get all this fucking extra power from too?
It's true. Because I mean,
Bullshit.
even at the very beginning of that, he came back from the future, and then he started testing, and he was like, "Come on, Dad, show me your Super Saiyan 3." And I was like, "Jesus gonna hurt this boy."
Yeah.
And he did. I mean, but he punked him out quick.
He did.
I mean, quick.
He did.
And then all of a sudden, he has his weird little rage boosted form, and just effectively, even went higher than Gohan at that moment. It's like, no, fuck that.
It was all bullshit.
Maybe it's just one of those weird things that has to do with him being a half.
Maybe. But still,
I mean, we say that's bullshit, but nobody really complained that much with the whole Beast Gohan thing.
I have a problem with the Beast Gohan. I think it looks cool as hell, and I have a problem with Orange Piccolo too. I think it's cool as hell, and honestly, I feel like it's about damn time. Even though I'm not a huge Piccolo fan, I think it's about damn time they gave him something. I do.
Well, being that he was even.
Yeah.
He was even with Goku for a good while.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's just the gap kept getting bigger and bigger. And then for a little bit, like with the androids, he overtook everybody again.
He did.
And it was nice.
It was.
And then it just, out of relevancy again, over and over and over again.
So I was happy they finally showed him some love. But this goes back to my just initial problem with Super. I think it's just all about... It's all about catering. It's all about the transformations. It's all about everybody gets a new form. Everybody. And if they don't get a new form, they at least
are you calling Toriyama like a big black talk show host woman?
What?
It's like, you get a form, you get a form, you get a form.
Essentially, yeah. I just like Goku got new forms, Vegeta.
And you don't want to kill her.
No.
Even though the name starts with an O.
True. Now look. No. But yeah, that's just my take on it.
That's your take?
It's my take. It's my take.
Not your dake.
Anybody know what time it is?
It says 5:26 right there.
5:26? Okay, cool. Good job.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't been looking.
It's a good time.
Is it?
It is.
You think so?
I know so.
Okay. Well, I guess, yeah. Well, happy 1 year anniversary, buddy.
You too, buddy.
That's right, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
So it's been 1 year of laughs, and hopefully another year of laughs and absurdity.
Yeah, I agree.
And weird dreams and presidential death threats and what?
Nothing. I didn't threaten the president.
I know. Just a former one.
No.
You didn't. You didn't.
I did.
He did not. I will state this. He did not do that. I mean, he technically did, but it was a misspeaking. It was a misspoken. He was trying to
and
talk.
I corrected it.
Yes, he did. I just like giving him shit about it.
That's right. But anyways, thank you for watching Rigamarole.
That's right. It's a Rigamarole podcast with Dolph and James.
I'm Dolph.
And I am James, which is also known as not a Nazi. So don't be one either.
Don't be a Nazi.
Don't be Talon.
Don't be Talon. Yeah, fuck you, Talon.
Fuck you, Talon.
Fuck you, Talon.